Okay, let's talk about how to deal with irate customers. Now, we all come across the customer, if you haven't already, you will do one day, that will ring you up really, really angry about something. Now, usually they're angry about something potentially that they don't fully understand or that they're aware of, and they've let themselves mull it over and then ended up getting more and more angry and then taking it out on you. It's your job to take these following steps so that you handle the customer in the most professional way possible. First of all, you want to stay calm. Always talk to the customer in like a softer tone, not in an aggressive tone, not in a defensive tone. Don't take it personally, what they're saying. Next, you actually want to listen to what they're going to say. So you're going to openly listen, but you're not just going to let them say everything they want to say, but you're actually going to take in what they're saying, and you're going to make sure that you're kind of acknowledging what they're saying in some way, shape or form. Next, you want to repeat what they say just so that you fully understand what their issue is. When you repeat it to them, they feel like what they've said has been understood. Next, you want to sympathize with the situation. You want to try and put yourself in their shoes and say maybe, I understand your frustration. I would feel the same way if I was in your shoes, and making sure that you kind of apologize for the issue. But the main step after all this is trying to find a solution for them. So how can I help you in this way? What can I do to help the situation? Let's just take a scenario. I might have just advised that the customer invests in some smart controls which will help them control their central heating via smartphone, which will make things a lot more efficient. And I would have explained maybe once or twice at the job, explaining how to use it all. Over the next few days, they obviously kind of forgotten the programs, forgotten how to use it, and in the end got frustrated because they feel like it's not the right thing for them. So then, after the few days of being frustrated, they'll ring me up and just have an anger spout and just be like, I didn't want this, I don't get it, I can't get used to it, I don't understand it, this, that and the other. You just listen to them, sympathize with them, and what I would say to them after I've sort of listened to what they said, repeated what their problem is then, come up with a solution and say, listen, Mrs. Jones, I understand your frustration, and I have no problem at all to come back to your property and to help you through your smart controls again. How about we start by me coming back and trying to explain it, and if you feel that after I've spent the time explaining it that you're still struggling with it a few days down the line, then we can go to another solution where I could just change the controls for you to something more simple. How do you feel about that? And then after they've heard that and they've got a solution, then they'll feel really happy, and they'll probably apologize by saying, I'm sorry for getting so angry or whatever, I just got really stressed over this thing, and I was like, it's fine, you don't need to stress about it. I'm here around the corner, or I'm only down the road, or whatever you want to say. It's not a problem for me to come over and run you through how to use it again. And like I said, if you're not happy, then we can find a better solution for yourself. We can always change it for you. And they're happy, you're happy, your reputation's fine, everything's fine. You go over there, you sort the issue. Whatever solution comes to it, you sort it in one way, shape or form. Now, I've used this scenario because it has actually happened to me before, and for some reason it just came to my head. So that's one of the experiences I had with an irate customer, and in the end I went round, we spoke about it again, and she ended up understanding it and I resolved it. Some other tips when you're dealing with a customer is that you always sort of respect them as a person. You maybe understand what their expectations are from you or from the product that you're selling. You always give good communication. You're never angry, you're never defensive. You're sort of just talking in a nice tonality, and that you feel like you're providing a great service for them. Give all this, they'll always want to come back. So that's how you deal with difficult customers. Hope you enjoyed this episode. I'll see you in the next one.